welcome back. Where are we now? Looks a bit like the Veil from Genshin Impact, doesn't it? Hot Springs Village Long Lai. Oh! It's Long Lai! So I'm assuming this is nearby. Oh, you're gonna be the person we saw in that little episode in Reverie, aren't you? Ishkal Mountains. And why did the leaf deserve that?
Zeroth form. Duality.
Ooh. That's interesting.
Thank goodness. Looks like I'm in good form tonight. I wasn't sure I could even perfect the Zeroth form after being told to do it out of nowhere.
Who are you speaking to right now?
But I think I've earned the right to hold my head up high to Master's younger disciple now. Not that I can see him joining us up on stage anytime soon.
All is ready, Princess.
Oh.
In record time, too. We couldn't have asked for a bigger client, and this is the first long-term contract we've had in a while. We can afford to take it easy for our first task, at least. But the time has come to reaffirm our existence to the world.
The time has come.
Tread lightly, for the Ikaruga lurk in the shadows.
So she noticed us. I should have known we couldn't deceive the Divine Blade of Silver. This is a reconnaissance and force mission. We only need to assess their capabilities, not win the battle. Our foes are both above S rank in strength. Strike in the Blitz Halberd formation. Yeah!
Yeah.
I planned to depart for the east after speaking with him.
The voice.
How fortunate that I was able to catch a glimpse of the Living Legend's covert student before doing so. I cannot help but wonder what she fights for with those unusual talents of hers. But that mystery, along with what lurks here beneath the Kunlun Mountains under Calvert's stormy skies, will have to wait. Now is not the time to investigate further. Though it would be a shame to let this encounter go to waste. It might be worth pitting my own greenhorn student against her, to see how he fares.
Greenhorn student? Anybody related to wind in some regard? Speaking of wind. Empty canvas there, as we saw it.
I have to admit, I never thought you would be the one asking to go out with me.
There's probably ulterior motives.
We did appear at an event together. Was that all it took to spark such a passionate plea?
I'd like to believe I put more passion into my films than anyone, if nothing else. I'm sure it's the same with you and racing. Now these two passionate souls can finally have the talk I've always wanted. Even if I feel bad for your girlfriend and fans for meeting with you like this.
My partner in life is my Carl, have you know?
Really?
Of course. I have been known to savor some special moments with only the most beautiful of women.
Oh, look at you, laying on the charm. So, no girlfriend? Could I take that to mean that you also don't have a wife or kids?
Of course I don't. Anyway, it would be a shame to just let the evening end with dinner now that we're together like this. What do you say to joining me for a drive on the expressway? As for whether that will be where the night ends, well, that will be up to us.
Oh. He sure is used to this. He makes even cringeworthy lines like that seem totally natural.
I like you, Judith.
Whatever. This is my chance to see if there's any truth to that rumor about him traveling the country. That's fine by me. I'm looking forward to seeing how fast you can...
What was...
Z1 Racer Maxim Lugan. I'm a reporter with Buzz Raider magazine.
Oh, I thought it was going to be a different reporter.
Think we could steal a few minutes of your time?
Buzz Raider? Not the gossip rag that's even worse than Meld.
I'll take that as a yes. Excellent. So, we know you've been everywhere from Tharbad and Longport to Messeldom and Crossbell in the past 3 months. You're a bit of a globetrotter in your off time, wouldn't you say?
See again there, globetrotter. Is it a globe? Is it a globe? We don't know. We haven't seen it.
Now, it's clear you've been living up to your single status to find yourself a girl in every town. Then could it be you're on the hunt for one here in Edith now, too?
How did you... Have you been following me everywhere I go? I'll admit that I spend my nights out on the town, but that's not why I'm traveling around.
Holy cannoli!
Oh dear.
Wait, she's got nothing to do with...
I can't believe what a scoop we have on our hands. Meld's gonna be eating our dust with this one. So, how long have the two of you been dating, Miss Judith Lanster?
Not the attention you wanted. Oh, it's the name of the game, everyone. Oh, quite some time later, the 9th of November. But what time is it? 10:30 a.m. This thing's so cool! It's a mechanical wolf, right? Awesome. It looks really strong, too. He's like some kind of guardian beast from a fairy tale. He's awesome. He is. He's living with us now. Oh, Gizeros. He can bark too. Can we pet him? Easy, you two. Don't upset him. That van's just a magnet for strange types, isn't he? The new lad and his animals seem like a good bunch, but still. Well, even better than good, since they've made Yume the happiest I've seen in a while. He is just the cutest darn thing you ever did see. You're always like a different person when you're talking about her. And I like that Van is broadening his circle of friends and acquaintances. It's nice to see. Oh, they're back.
Market purchase is complete.
Aww.
5 kilograms of mussels, 3 kilograms of shrimp, and 2 kilograms of artichokes purchased. Please confirm.
Thanks, Theo. I can tell you picked the freshest ones too. Incredible how quickly technology has advanced. Indeed. Now I sound really old. No! It has advanced really quickly. It sure has gotten livelier around here compared to when Van was working by his lonesome, though. They're all growing boys and girls too, so I want to be sure to give them all the food they need. Intermission? Ooh, a mysterious tale and long lie.
So let's shift the topic toward the Genesis and Van's Grendel. Unfortunately, I don't think it'll be possible to learn anything about the Genesis' nature from them directly. They appear to have some kind of protection, akin to artifacts, keeping their secrets from us. I can't fathom why they only react to Agnes either. It does feel as though the Mafia knows a fair amount about them, though.
Can they combine? Like, do the elements look like in some way that they can join up? potentially, like there's some elements that look like it interlocks, almost. Because if you look at, say, the purple one, you can see those like two sort of dots on its side there. That may be sort of like a latch-on point for one of the bigger blocks that you see, say, on the red one, on the bit, on the protrusions, you see the grey bit. That could lock into something else, and you see the same kind of pattern throughout, but they could just generally be buttons to make it operate. I don't know, like, Had a feeling you wouldn't be able to learn anything from them. Mind you, Almaty is also somewhat in the dark when it comes to the Genesis. Yeah, I get the impression they don't know how they're doing what they're doing with them, just they have an idea of what they can do. They're more like disposable tools to whip out for whatever they want to do at any given point. It makes me mad that they're using them that way, but there's no better way of putting it. We've taken 4 back from them so far, and that's how it's seemed every time. Yeah, much as it pisses me off, they don't seem to give a damn about what happens to a Genesis after they're done with it. Yeah, why? Worth noting here that they do seem to be pretty consistent in how they've used the Genesis too. Yes, I agree. They've referred to everything they've done as an experiment. Whether it's manipulating people's vital energies, interfering with their minds, or installing a human's personality into a machine, Almaty has kept using the Genesises as a trigger for various kinds of unnatural phenomena. Yeah, I think that's an important fact to bear in mind if we're going to get to the bottom of this. Fortunately, in all of the cases we've seen, the phenomena triggered hasn't reoccurred once it's been stopped. Yeah, but why? But there is one particular phenomena that Almaty isn't behind. It's happened again and again. Grendel. Oh. Yeah, I got you. Van's transformation into the Grendel, correct? That's right. The ability to reproduce the results of further study is a crucial factor in science and engineering. There's a lot that we don't know about the Grendel, but what we do know now is that it's comprised of exceedingly high density shards. We also know that Van's hollow mare appears when activating it, or rather a version of her that possesses free will appears. Yeah.
Yeah, just tell me what you want.
Mare, incidentally, is a custom hollow developed at Marduk. Her source code is classified, but she was created using AI knowledge purchased from multiple companies. However, it goes without saying that the hollow designed by Marduk does not have free will. And that's normal. The hollows that the rest of us use also talk, but you can't have a conversation with them. But when she shows up to help Van transform, she's clearly got a sense of self. It's theoretically possible she's programmed to only seem that way on the surface, but I'm inclined to agree. Same here. They'd need to program an obscene number of possible responses to give the illusion of free will. Yeah, it'd be easier in some cases to just give them free will. Oddly enough. She doesn't even have enough space for that much code, right? That's correct. She takes up only marginal more space on your Zephyr than the hollows that everyone else uses. We would need to perform a special test to be absolutely sure either way. But the mare that possesses free will seems to be a lifeform comprised entirely of data. I don't think I can even wrap my head around that idea. This is sounding really shady all of a sudden. Now, if for argument's sake, we assume that Mare is an AI app that's achieved free will, the trigger for that would have to be the Genesis, no? That's what I was thinking, yeah. Then again, I hate to say this in front of you, Rosette, but I can't say I fully trust anything Marduk says or does. You needn't worry about causing offense. I understand why you would feel that way. Thanks. Still, I think that even they have their limits. I can't help but wonder exactly where the material that formed her source code came from. But I can't imagine they entrusted her to Van believing that she would exhibit so much unusual behavior. Yeah, I mean, this is why Rosette's here, really. So I think the root of the cause lies in Professor Epstein's legacy rather than her. Incidentally, an AI gaining free will is one thing that would qualify as a technological singularity. Which would mean that, put another way, Something happened to Mare that allowed her to evolve past that massive hurdle. Evolve? Did you evolve into ultimate? Now we're really in the goddess's territory. The testament suggests that evolution was a process intended to let we humans shape the world around us. It's also described as what helped us bring about our latent potential. That was from the book of Shahat, verse 2. Jokanon's letter, I think? Can we read this? Anyway, I think I get what you're saying. You want to have a chance to observe everything, right? Mare's appearance, the shards going berserk, in short, everything that happens from the start to me going Grendel. You want to see it all, including what the role the Genesis play in it. Oh. Exactly. I think that knowledge will help me support Agnes in her quest for answers, too. It might also let you call on the Grendel's power in a less haphazard and dangerous way. What do you think? Does that work for you? I mean, we need to know what's going on. Sure. We've got 5 Genesis so far, which leaves 3 still out there to recover. We can't be sure the Mafia has the rest, but if we get any more chances to stop them from causing any trouble, we should take them. And if I end up with a good excuse to transform in our future work, we'll give it a shot. As long as we have a Genesis on hand, we should be able to brute force whatever the other transformation conditions are. And then we just gotta grab Mare Bear when she shows up, right? That's about the short of it. I've already added the sensor necessary to observe her and record it all to Theo. This could be a little dangerous, but I think it'll be worth our while to try. Don't worry, I'll have you guys there to back me up, so I'm sure I'll be fine. Of course you will. We'll be right there with you all the way. This sounds like it could be fun. I'll be there to give any technologically related support that you may need. Tripled up. We can't do any of this without a Genesis being there. If you're not on board, we won't go ahead with it. It's not that. Can't deny that I'm worried you might be hurt in the process. But the chances of us learning something more about the Genesis and the Grendel through this are promising. So I'll do all I can to support you. And it's settled. Alright, then let's get started on today's work. I'm gonna need a few of you to handle some other stuff, but Katra's trial period ain't over yet, so he's coming with me.
That works for me. Though, I honestly can't imagine it would take me long to grasp exactly what you do here. But go ahead and show me exactly what being a Spriggan is all about.
I'll back you up to the best of my ability. Righto. Select one additional member to accompany Katra, Agnes, and Van outside. The rest will work elsewhere. Reset, based on everything that's happened recently. Orbits can now be customized from the main menu now that Katra is in the party. Oh! Oh! That's so lovely. Now that Katra has become an ally, you can modify orbits. So good. It's like, thank you. Right, so it's time for the rounds. Let's see what we got here. We've got something going on in Riverside. Okay, to-do list, what we got here. Ooh, several conversations around. Oh! Sarah... Or is it Sarah? I can't remember. It's Sarah, isn't it? Yeah. Sarah and Shahina. Okay, but you two come first, so... It's Dingo or Sarah and Shahina, really. When we get the extra point that we obviously will get, so... No one here. There's someone outside. Is it the kitty? Oh no! It's Theo! Theo, what are you doing here? Oh, don't tell me. Currently executing Paulette's request to dry laundry. Is the laundry satisfactorily dry? Yep, this looks good. Thank you, Theo. Good. This mission log will be added to training datasets. Theo never ceases to amaze. I'm impressed. Mission accomplished. Now reporting to Paulette. Zeros is currently carrying out another mission outside. We'll have a word with them as well. Okay, so we want back down. There's me down. There's me down. we also want in the cafe. Right. There's Freddy over there. Okay, you two. I was thinking I'd take it easy with the wife today. Hope Hawker's holding up okay at work. He should be home soon, but the man's a workaholic through and through. Who knows what he's dealing with over there? He's been taking care of himself, and his kid better since the divorce, though. It was like a wake-up call for him. It's been quite some time since I sat down and had lunch at Monmar. I grew up together with Paulette and my husband, right here in Old Town. So seeing Shahina, or is it just Sheena? It's just Sheena. It's getting thrown off by names. And Mark having fun together, it makes me a bit nostalgic for my own younger days. You may just can't get enough of Zeros. They're still outside playing with the other kids. I hope that's not a problem, Katra. Oh no, it's perfectly fine. I'm sure he'll get some interesting data for the trouble. I don't believe Zeros has interacted with a group of children at once before. It's always good to broaden his horizons like that. I see. I'm glad she's being helpful at any rate. Fiera's always helping me out too, so I'll have to reward them later. Oh, well, thank you very much. Man, I have no idea how to approach her. I am wondering, how do you reward them? She has quite the presence, doesn't she? No drone can quite match her. Yume should be home soon. But time flies when she's having fun. I wouldn't be surprised if she runs a little late. Not that there's anything wrong with that, of course. Yeah, as long as she's having fun and everything.
Come back soon.
Indeed. Right, you two, what's going on over here? I did train at a restaurant, for the record. I'm not self-taught, just racked up a lot of experience over the years. I don't want to force this on Paulette and Yume, though. I figured I'll change it up when I retire, remodel it into something they might like more. Cafe, maybe. Consider this advance notice. When the time comes, I'm going to need a certain slacker upstairs to pitch in. You're really going to try to stick that on my rent? Depends, of course. Have mercy on my wallet, I beg you. I didn't realize he actually had savings. Hopefully he can keep them. Van is the type who lives for his hobbies. If his rent gets raised... Oh dear. Oh.
What's on the menu?
What is on the menu?
Be seeing you.
Oh, farewell. Yo, helping out in the kitchen today? Yep, Rosette and Anya's handled the office work, so I figured I'd cover the kitchen. It's nice to learn more about Western-style cuisine while I'm at it. Right now, they have me doing garnishes and stuff. Starting simple, of course. Quick learner, huh? Pops can be pretty strict about it, though, so be careful. Well, I used to help Yumi a lot back at home. Though all I ever made was rations. Feels like... I want to get good at Western cooking. So that I can go back home and make something really nice for everyone. Oh. Thinking back, there was just so much new stuff I had to get used to when I came to this city. But I think I've got my head wrapped around it now. Even the cooking is really cool. Well, I'm glad you enjoy it, Ferry. Right, so who we got around here then? Huh? Speak up, Missy. You want me to teach? Was that it? Yes, please. I'm looking for a guest teacher for their history lesson. And I think you'd make a wonderful lecturer. All the other elders in the neighborhood directed me to you. They said you'd be the best for the job. Those backstabbing little... Look, I ain't some show pony you can parade around to keep kids busy. Leave me alone, damn it. What? No, that's not what I meant. I mean, what's the harm anyway? What's the harm? What's the harm? That's my privacy! They seem quite animated today. Just ignore them. We don't need to hit up Gin Shop right now anyway. Do we not?
Indeed.
Why don't you do something about it, Van? Oh, have a heart, Grandma. Just tell them some stories from back in the day or something. Yeah, you like watching me suffer, don't you? You keep laughing and I ain't selling you candy no more. I can't help but feel like they secretly don't mind each other. Vitriol is a funny thing. If you ever need guidance or anything at all, then please reach out to me. I'll help as best I can. Oh, thank you.
More candy again?
Yep, more candy. Dark grape candy. One thing I want to try recently, because I've seen it bouncing around a few places and I'd never tried it. I just suddenly thought, you know, I'm going to try it. Frozen grapes. But I went up to the shop to get some grapes. They'd sold out. I was like, oh. So I'll have to wait till tomorrow to see if I can go get some grapes. Not like I can go home anyway, unless I want to deal with her. I ain't got anything left on me. What am I supposed to do? You, can you just leave me alone, you pricks? He really could stand to be more honest with himself. Hey, word of advice, don't touch my car if you want to keep your kneecaps. Helios alive, you glaring at him like he just kicked a puppy. It's like he does worry about his lovely little car. Although he'd probably be upset I called it little. Oh well.
Oh, why hello.
Hello, Aaron. I was dicking around with nothing to do when Paula asked me to run an errand for her. Didn't feel like it, but it was something I wanted to grab to. And it makes me look good, I guess. You know, this place has a pretty good lineup. Color me impressed. Sort of like a burnt orange look, yeah. Maybe I'll pick up a little something for Sid now that he's better. Guy said he was going to drop by for the festival. He brings the rest of those jack-offs along and this place will get real noisy real fast. Oh dear. I heard Eddie left the gang he was roaming around with. That's a good start. But he's still drinking and dinking around Helios knows where. Just what is that boy up to? The next time I see him, I'm gonna screw that head of his back on straight. That doesn't really motivate him to come home, does it? Not much we can do but be in here for their troubles.
Looking is always free, you know.
As far as
Come
you
back
say.
for more anytime.
What if it isn't free?
Always so full of energy.
There he is. We're taking turns giving head pats. But when Sheena's turn came, she got really excited and kind of freaked out. I've never seen her like that before.
Very well.
Wow, this is so cool. Can I really play with him? Hey, no fair, Yume. Why didn't you tell me sooner? Kid's getting himself all worked up, sounds like. Just can't handle himself. I wasn't expecting my assistants to prove so popular with children. Not that I mind. Oh, I almost forgot. Dad's coming back from his big trip today. I'm gonna tell him all about Zeros when he gets back. Oh my goodness, it's Monty Python's Flying Circus. Cool, right? It's so cute. Wait, cute? What? Always wanted to become a witch. And what's a witch without a familiar? Oh, this pup is just perfect, strong, clever, and loyal too. I think he's broken. I think she's broken. I think they're all broken. Hey, come on. Let me have a turn. I want to pet the dog too. I remember when robot dogs were a thing. It was like early 2000s, wasn't it? Was it? I'm trying to remember now. Like, that was early 2000s, right? Especially like the Sony dog that I can't remember the name of. Oh, I can't stand the cuteness. It'd be nice to have a fluffier one. But this one will do just fine. Harry Tashina, are you listening? You can't have him. Just along for the ride, is he?
Indeed.
Indeed. Hey, come on and let him if you want to give him head pats. Don't pat him all at once, or he'll get tired. One at a time, okay? Can he get tired? Well, I appreciate your concern, but he doesn't exactly get tired like a real dog would. Yeah, it was like, what? That said, it's important to treat him with care. You have my thanks. I am the landlady, after all. Aw, she's imitating her mum. Doesn't really have the presence for it yet, but no need to rain on her parade. Adorable. Don't worry, I'll take good care of Zeros for you. Good luck at work, everyone. Goodness, who could have imagined he'd find himself with Judith? Oh, as a fan of both, I'm rather conflicted. Judith has this charismatic aura about her, and then Maxim is just a total charmer. But together, I just don't see it myself. It seems the rumors are making the rounds already. No, we're making the rounds and hearing the rumors. I think you got that backwards there, yeah. So, there's a kitty around somewhere. There you are. How do I speak to you, kitty? Huh? That the... Oh dear. He seems awfully hostile towards Zeros. He exudes this aura? I'm not sure how to put it. His fur is all puffed out, like he's trying to make himself look bigger. Does he think Zeros is some kind of threat? Yeah, but he's got catitude. Being the head honcho, he feels the need to scare people out of his turf. Oh dear, he's okay. Calm down. Oh, Jess, how's it going? Ah, you're the Spriggan, right? Sometimes I struggle to carry on. I don't know if this is the right thing to do. How's that person up there actually, like, getting there? I'm assuming they just climbed out the window. Anyway, no matter how well my music sells, how much my audience entreats me. If only I could just... No, I can't. This is the way it has to be. He has much on his mind from the sounds of it. Indeed, but it doesn't sound like he wants to talk to us about it. We all got our problems. Best not to stick our noses where they don't belong.
Indeed.
Oh, indeed. Is this really alright? I wonder what the developments are there. What do you do?
Right.
Say, why not take some flowers with you?
Jess has his first big gig at the end of the year, and then his new album comes out right after. So he's asked me to draw the cover jacket. But I don't know if I can pull it off. His music is some really emotional, profound stuff. No bad thoughts. I can do this. If anyone knows Jess and his style, it's his childhood buddy. Oh, if only you knew.
Why not take some flowers with you?
Nothing really going on there.
I hope I see you again.
We got you in here. I managed to get some time off. Shocking, I know. I've racked up a lot of overtime lately, so I had some leverage. They're going to use Jess's song as the opening for the EGC this year. That about sets it in stone. He's the next big star of the music world. He's my little brother's best friend. He's stoic, he's reclusive, he's a bit awkward. But he has an incredible talent for music. I almost see him as more than a friend, like something bigger. But I've been bottling up my feelings for him for so long. My heart is aching. Oh dear. Is it just not meant to be? Oh dear. Jess is really rising up the ranks. I'm really happy for him, but I'm down here and my feelings for him are only getting stronger. Will he leave me behind? I've been bottling up my feelings for him for so long. My heart is aching. It's just not meant to be?
Alrighty.
It's clearly not going to be based on what we know at the moment. Oh dear, I'm assuming we have nothing here. Notes and requests are strewn across the board. Doesn't look like there's any good info here. We'll check the vending machine just in case. Hello, kitty. Meow.
Well.
Remember to go down here first this time.
Welcome. Thanks for stopping by.
Chris. She's really turned over a new leaf. The other day, she was looking out her window with some binoculars and just taking in the sights. Can't thank you enough, Katra. You really helped her out. No need to thank me. I'm just happy to see her so interested in my work. As you should be. I hope this helps bring her out of her shell. If only a little bit. I hope this helps bring her out of her shell, if only a little bit. Feel free to drop by any time. Oh.
Do you know what you want?
I hope to see you again.
I'm not entirely sure what I want.
Do you know what you want?
I hope to see you again.
Indeed. These materials. The orbital system. What's all this for? Shot tech is one thing, but look at this! An honest to goodness mech in front of my very eyes! This is so exciting. Why is my nose bleeding? Oh dear. Whoa, easy there. Don't get too worked up now. Well, would you be interested in taking a look at Theo and Zenos, perhaps? I wouldn't mind. Really? Sure. I imagine I'll be dropping by this store often anyway. He works with mechs and he's attractive. Radios give me strength. I admire your enthusiasm, but I implore you to mind your health. Oh, this is it. Everything's going white. No, not yet. Not until I get to explore every nook and cranny of those beautiful machines. That's the spirit, kiddo. Yeah.
Need something fixed?
We'll exchange this. Over here. How are we doing with our other stuff? Need some more
Come
wind
again.
now, don't we?
If you want.
I will. Sometimes I play messenger between some of the other chapels in the city. Every time I visit one, I can't help feeling self-conscious about all my shortcomings and my own vices. I need to learn to be as devout as the other sisters.
Indeed.
Whoa! Bit judgy there, Katra. Damn. Oh, Bishop Watson, so nice to see you. It's been quite some time, hasn't it? I happen to be in the neighborhood on business, so I thought I'd stop by. Look like you've kept well, old friend. I have, yes. I can only hope Bishop Orwell is staying healthy himself. But this isn't the best place to converse, I believe. Let's retreat to my office. I've developed somewhat of a sweet tooth in my old age. Well, Van's here. Would you like a piece of this castella I just baked? You never cease to surprise. Sure, I'll indulge. I'm no match for you, I'm afraid. Our clergymen are wonderful, wise beyond their years. Grand Cathedral is in good hands. You should really drop by sometime. I'm sure Bishop Orwell would be delighted to see you. Bishop Watson and I go back to our training days at the Grand Cathedral. He's still busy as ever, from what I've heard. Word has it, he's serving as Bishop Orwell's assistant on quite the momentous assignment. I've much to talk about these days. Come, let me prepare some tea and castella for you. Tea, you say? Okay. You like a good cup of tea?
Hey,
Just noticed we got a blue event over there as well. Like, oh. I'm happy to see Curtis is studying well. I'd expect no less from my son. I'm sure he'll pass Aramis' entrance exam with flying colours. And my husband's finally gotten off his lazy bum to work too. Oh, I'm just over the moon. Oh dear. How are you feeling, kid? Come on, focus. Okay, equation here. That cancels out, so the proof is like that. Yes, that's the answer. Phew. All that's left is to prove it. Alright. That's ahead of my pace too. Ugh. I'm lightheaded. Worth it though. I didn't know one could get lightheaded just from studying. That's some incredible focus. It does happen. Hyperfocus can leave you faint if you're not careful. Kid's got spirit, maybe a bit too much spirit. Not my place to micromanage him though. Not unless it comes up as like a 4SPG. Just strangely thinking about Persona 4, one of the social links in that game. Oh, hello. But really, he tried putting his slimy fingers on Judith? Judith! That filthy little horn dog, how dare he dash my hopes and dreams just like that bastard! What's he on about? Beats me, just leave him be, I guess.
Indeed.
Oh, indeed. Phew, looking good. Still gotta work on my stomach a bit, though. Van, what are you guys doing here? Oh, right, you did say your office was around here. I kind of forgot. Dingo, I take it? Mm-hmm. We're just above the Montmartre Bistro. You mean the same place Dingo treated me to? I had no idea. Are you here for business or for pleasure, Miss Amy? Or maybe you're here for a little bath date with Dingo? No way, I'm alone. I'm alone. Public baths. Ah, is that what this is? Yep, didn't have him over in Basel. So the other day, I got my first scoop on the job. Well, kinda. I asked Dingo for a little bonus for my work, and he ended up treating me to lunch. He went off to do his own stuff afterward, but not before recommending the public baths to me. I didn't realize they had a sauna too. He just might have made a regular out of me. Right, place rules. You got a good eye and good taste, young lass. On the subject, are there supposed to be these milk bottles strewn about the place? Yeah, about that. I want a lifetime supply of fruit alert. Yep, the other day. I didn't think it actually meant lifetime. It just keeps coming and coming. I finish a pallet and another pops up at my door. So how about I give you some? Waste not, want not. Trust me, I couldn't drink them all if I tried. My poor aching stomach. Thank you very much. Would you like some as well, Katra? Is that alright? I admit I'm curious. I haven't had fruit au lait before. Oh. Yeah, according to Dingo, she's just stupidly lucky. Mr. Brad would be correct, evidently. I don't think I've seen you here before. Are you a new assistant of his? Yes, I'm on a temporary assignment here. My name is Katra Celis Leon. He's still learning the ropes. I'm thinking about putting him in charge of all our IT and engineering stuff. I see. You've been building up quite the little crew here, haven't you? Funny how young they look. But hey, that's none of my business. If Van does something sketch, you do me a favor and sock it to him, alright? Should the need arise. You're all conniving little snots and I hate you! Trust is paramount here at Arkwright Solutions. Oh, phew, been a while since I got some time off. I'll rest up for a bit and then head on home. Actually, I remember Dingo saying he wanted to go out for drinks sometime. Maybe he's free tonight. I'll hit him up and see what he's up to. Sly bastard, the guy. I'm not sure you want to talk, Van, with all due respect. Oh dear. Right, what we got going on here? Hey, Van. Do my eyes deceive me, or do I see you have made yet another new friend? And a pretty one at that. Say, since you're here, why don't you hop in for a little dip? Guaranteed you'll love it here. This place is real nice. Got a legit sauna and everything. I could show you how to get the most out of it if you're game. I'm good, thanks. We just had a shower this morning, so it's a bit soon to wash up again. Don't let me stop you, though. If the rest of you want to take a bath, go ahead. I don't mind waiting. Again, this just feels like it's going to be somehow related to your backstory. Again, I've still got inklings based on little bits and pieces that we got in Basil that it's going to be something to do with the cult, right? Which is worrying. You sure? Shame, I was looking forward to introducing you as an honorary sauna sage. A what? I don't know if I like the sound of that. According to him, a sauna sage is someone with an enlightened appreciation for saunas, or something like that. It is supposedly a practice born in Remophilia, where saunas originate from. Man, knock it off. I know you mean well, but don't go making my potential future customers uncomfortable. Anyway, if you're ever interested in giving this place a try, new guy, you're more than welcome to come back anytime. Right, thanks. Maybe I will sometime. Should I know what's supposed to happen in these sorts of places. Yep, what? Jeez. Relax to the max, that's our motto. If you ever need to unwind, drop on by and have a soak. Oh, so that orbital drone thing of yours, I wonder if we could, advertise it? Get people to come see it? Tell you what, you lend it to us for the day and I'll lend the bath for you for the whole day, free of charge. Conniving little girl, aren't you? Hard to argue with a free day pass, though. She's caught him hook, line, and sinker. I worry for him sometimes.
Stepping inside?
I suppose. Bar there? I think I'll pass on it for now. I'll just relax out here if that's okay. If you're sure. Would have been nice to have you, but alright. See you in a bit. Psst. Hey, I got an idea. You want to try our reserved private bath instead? Aww. It's pretty small, but it still comes with a sauna. You interested? Huh? How did you know I... It's Edith. You meet all kinds of people here with different needs and comfort levels. Grandpa and the others build it to cater people who might prefer to soak alone, whether it's out of a custom or whatever. What do you say? You in? I would actually like that, thank you. I'll take you up on that offer. That's so nice, and again, speaks to something going on with Katra that we don't know about yet.
That's the stuff.
Boo-doo-boo.
This might be a little too toasty.
It's so nice and warm in here.
No scars or anything.
That was nice and refreshing. Make sure you don't catch a cold.
Indeed. So where actually is that? That's my question. Like, there's a private one, but where? There's no doors or anything. Unless it's secretly through there. Right, is there a door back there? Where is it? Is it behind? It's probably around the corner, isn't it? Like, looking at the layout here, like you go through that door behind, like where all those boxes are. Yeah, probably in there, probably in there. Right, let's see here. Let's head on over to... Well, looking at the time... Oh yeah, we got the Blacklight District, haven't we? Yeah, looking at the time, we'll have a look over here first.
Taking off now.
Got anything going on down here at all? I don't see nothing. That takes us back there. Right, Riverside then.
Let's get going.
Okay. Ooh, quite a few dots around, really. We'll leave the 4 SPG for now, and I'll go see that one over there. Oh, get you first. Hello.
Yeah, right.
Got this new brother who's been calling him back over and over. Always nice having a repeat client like that in my job. That's one of those once-in-a-lifetime fated meetings you hear so much about. Glad he liked my ride enough to approach me. I'll always just keep carrying the vibe with me wherever I go. If you need anything, brother, just let me know.
Indeed.
Indeed. Right, so what's the event over here? Oh, hello. Well, well, well.
Well, if it isn't Van.
My head is still spinning. So what? We've had the wool pulled over our eyes for going on 3 years now?
So it seems. Though this revelation coming from who it does is no surprise. I have to assume the commander, the second in command, and the archbishop were the only people who knew.
Damn bald-faced liar. The commander, too. What are we? Total strangers? You know what? I'm in the mood for a rematch. It's time to kick her ass for good this time.
Not to rain on your parade, but the odds aren't quite stacked in your favor here. Where do the scores stand as of now? 2 wins, 7 losses? 3. 3 wins, 7 losses, excuse you. It's not staying that way for long. These two they were present at the Blacklight District. They are dressed rather oddly. Are you guys acquainted? Barely, if that. What are you doing here, Spriggan? Ah, speak of the devil. Yes, that chance at another meeting wasn't too far off. Got too hot under those hoods? Had to take a layer off? You wish. We were just being careful. Let's just say that we got a complicated relationship with someone who was also there. This is how we dress on a daily basis. Appropriate travel attire regardless of whether it's by train, airship, or otherwise. Alright. The needle-nogging priest I met way back kinda dressed like that too. Needle-noggin? Needle-noggin? You don't look much like your usual traveling priest or sister, you know? There I will have to agree with you. Don't see what you're laughing about. It's just clothes. So... if I were to guess, I would assume you and Van share an acquaintance. You could say that.
What? You got a problem with us, punk? So you're the Spriggan of the Republic. But personally, I think of you as the dropout of the Conlone school.
Now, Celis. It's not good to pick fights with him when you've only just met.
Are you gonna repeat the insult?
Even if he is a shady piece of human waste from Adios knows where who can't figure out which half of the moral fence he's standing on.
Just met, but you sure got an opinion of me already. Not very fair, if you ask me. Don't even know who you two are. Guess we can tell you that much. I'm not pleased personally, but very well. Celis!
I'm Celis. Celis Ortesia. Just think of me as your average wandering priest. Pleased to beat ya, Spriggan.
Oh. Leon.
And I'm Leon Balthazar, also a wandering priest. I've been assigned to support Celis.
All I'm thinking in my head is, Leon! You know, Resident Evil.
It is once again a pleasure, fine folks of Arkwright Solutions. Though, quite the heavy displeasure in your boss's case.
Ooh! Give me a break here. We barely even know each other and you're already baring your teeth at me. Whatever. You guys already know me, so it saves me that part of the intro. But the gist is, I take jobs from anyone, as long as they don't cross the line. Even if you two don't like me much, I'll be willing to take a job or two from you. Might even help clear up that nasty impression of me you got. It'll be up to you to prove us wrong. Do you appreciate a man that sticks to his principles? Unbunch your panties, Arkwright. We're not here to pick a fight with you. I thought my heart was gonna beat right out of my chest. Those two are clearly not your average sister and priest. True, but I don't think the part about belonging to the church was a lie. Reminds me of a book I read once. I'll need to update our records. The 4th and 11th are far stronger than our initial analysis. Results indicated, well, that gives it away, doesn't it? The growls, Ritter. Yes. Anyway. Lodi. That Selma girl I met recently has been enjoying running a lot. She looks like the kind of girl that won't stop once she gets the ball rolling. That's why I invited her to Jess's concert. I just hope it can be something else she'll enjoy just as much. Aw, that's nice. Yeah, I cried. Did you hear? About what happened 3 years ago? Celis. 3 years ago? Don't tell me that. Didn't say nothing. Don't pay me any mind. You're free to speculate amongst yourselves as much as you want, but we won't be providing any further information. Though we are on the same boat, our goals couldn't be further apart. I would at the very least appreciate it if you took care not to bring shame upon him. Uh-huh, gotcha. Something's going on here.
Oh,
yes.
Really?
Listen here, you can call me Sister Celis. Think of me as a wandering nun of sorts. How about a sermon for your poor lost soul? No thanks? She doesn't exactly look like a stereotypical woman of the cloth. Yeah, it's because she's higher up. It would seem Arkwright Solutions is even more lively than the rumors say. I have to admit, I was fairly surprised to hear how widely varied your clientele is. I'd be more than glad to work with you all if the opportunity arises, Arkwright notwithstanding. Of course. I like this though, like from a personal standpoint, because there is a personal standpoint, obviously. I like the fact out of like the millions of characters Sarah could have had in this series, she gets a Growls Ritter. One of the Dominion. Like, that's cool. That's cool. Like, well done, Sarah. Well done. I like that. Anyway, I have something important to share with you today, Miss Kakona. What's up? Oh, goddess, is his contract getting renewed? Please no. We're holding a reader's choice poll over the next week to determine what our most popular title is. There's a good chance Bravely Legends will be up amongst the top ranks. No, I'm certain it will be first. So let's make sure the next chapter is the best one yet. I actually thought I might do a nice uplifting chapter next. Got the storyboard here if you want to take a look. But what about the climactic fight against the evil organization? The organization? I thought it might be nice to ease off the gas a little, story-wise. Could certainly use the break. I might be overstepping here, but don't you think this isn't the best time to diverge from the plot? We need to see Mia rescued from the enemy's clutches at least. It depends. I'd need to know the rest of the story to see where I'd want that to go. Well, if it isn't Van and his crew, welcome, dears, welcome. I'm entertaining some unusual guests at the moment, though I think you three might already be acquainted, no? Acquainted, yeah, but they sure ain't gonna be getting a birthday card from me. Gonna guess they stopped by for some info. Good try, darling, but you know I can't tell you that. But I might be willing to relent this time if you ask nicely. I might even be willing to tell you that they're here asking about You see, they have their sights on a certain organization that happens to be employing. Oh yeah? All of the Garden's overseers got artifacts with them. It was a matter of time till the Septian Church sent someone over to try and recover those, yes. Oh, you finally brought over that fresh new hire I've been hearing so much about. Celis Leon, right? You're one of Professor Hamilton's students, aren't you, sweetie? That's right. And you must be Bamotti. I've heard my fair share about you as well. Namely about how you're a reputable information broker. It's a pleasure. I'll be providing technical support from here on, so I'm at your service if ever the need arises. Oh, what a peach. Trust me, the pleasure is all mine. You've got a full litter of pups to watch over now, don't you, Van dear? No more slacking off for you. Don't you have a cocktail to make or something? Don't worry, we'll all do our best to pull our own weight. I look forward to a mutually supportive relationship between us, Mr. Bamotti. Oh, by the by, Dingo mentioned that he wanted to make a reservation tonight. He's celebrating something with that little miss he's been looking after. That's so sweet of him.
I'll take your order.
Oh.
Come back and play soon.
Nothing special there, nothing special there. Right, so... Hello? Just a bit more and then I can call it a day. I don't want to risk missing the concert tonight. Lodi invited me to see this up-and-coming artist named Jess. But first a shower. Last thing I want to do is show up there all sweaty. Very well. Boo-doo-ba-doo-boo-doo. Oh, hello. I'm looking forward to the Revolution Festival next month, but what do you say you two come pay me a visit in Crossbell after the new year? I hear they're playing that new Mishi movie in theaters here in the Republic. The Mishi movie. I'd love the chance to take Amiya to Michelin Wonderland. That sounds nice. I myself am interested in Crossbell's dolls and its theatre. I just never had the chance to visit because of the tumult. You're just as focused on art as always, Nadia. I can't say I've seen much when it comes to dolls lately. But Arkansas is much more interesting than the movies. I bet even Amiya will have a blast. I heard about Arkansas in a Sunday school. They say the action scenes and the dancing are so cool. And they don't even use special effects like in the movies. Oh, you want to see them too, Amiya? You've grown so much. Yet I thought you only wanted to go to Michelin Wonderland because of Michian Boots. It's Michian Boots? It's called Michian Boots, of course. Well, about Michi, Coolio, that movie, how can I put this? Amiya went to go see it with some friends the other day. Isn't that right, sweetie? Am I missing something? Oh. I thought it would be a good idea to bring my family for a visit now that tensions have calmed down between Crossbell and the Empire. But I guess not. I thought Michi was all the rage with girls Amiya's age. Oh well, it's not like Michelin's all there is to see in Crossbell. Still be worth it to have them visit. It would. It would. It'd do you good. It'd do them good. There's been a lot of interest in Altiera's of late due to the plans to build a Z1 racetrack there. Oh. There's a lot of interest in holding the Z1 Grand Prix in Crossbell too. Be nice seeing all the cultural exchange the future will bring. I'd love for my family to get a chance to see that, to enjoy and take it all in. I want to show them all that my workplace has to offer. The high tension between us and the Empire made it so we couldn't visit Coolio after he went there. I guess that's just part of the job. When you're a diplomat, Coolio's always been very passionate about other countries. Only naturally he'd want to share that passion with us. I really hope some of his worldliness, alright, will rub off on our daughter. I'd love the chance to get to meet some new artists and visit foreign museums. I think it was mention of the
Indeed.
Organization earlier has got me thinking about world lines. El Sai, Congru. No, I wasn't scared of Michi in that movie. It was just, Anyway, I'm really excited to visit Crossbell. We'll be going after the Revolution Festival. It's gonna be my first time seeing Daddy's workplace, I think. I've never seen him work.
Oh, good
How's it
stuff
going
right
here?
The very best.
Hey, posing. The new menu I came up with is selling like crazy, just as I planned. Soon the top spot among Riverside's food stalls will be ours. No, not yet. If we aim for the top, there's one hurdle we must still overcome. That mobile bar people talk about is my next target. Oh, I think I've seen it before. It's that food truck that shows up here sometimes, yeah? I'll go have a look-see next time they're here. Oh no, Sarah's other character. Primo's new recipes are a total hit. Man, I've never seen our sales go higher. I wasn't so sure about all of her new ideas, but oh boy, I'm sure glad I gave her a chance. And all the better, because those sales are paying off her paycheck. We're actually barely breaking even. Oh, no. Apparently I've already spoken to you about that. Alright.
Take as long as you need. I'll be waiting for you.
Nothing really. Alright, so how are you two doing? I've been thinking about it constantly for the past few days. We only got one thing left now. It's to tear it up even harder next time we take it to the stage. Let's prove to the label that idols can be successful. That way they won't even think about disbanding us. We got a new original song ready to rip. Let's make sure it's a smash hit. Yeah, you said it. Lulua is all wishful thinking. I wish it was that easy. But either way, we're out of options. This is our last shot, so we've got to make it count. Let's practice for a bit more. Make sure everything's perfect. All we need is for 50 people to show up. Oh, okay, I'll talk to my neighbors again and see if they can come. I made friends with my bus driver and manager at work, so I'll invite them too. I'm counting on you. I'll handle the music side of things. I know a pretty popular singer, so I might be able to ask for help there. Got no choice, I'm running thin on options here. Ooh. Oh, let's get across the river. See how these two are doing now they're back here. I'm trying my best out there, Graham. I'm slaying those corners, getting better at staying in my lane. But my Kabul still won't cut it against those darn hybrids. I hear you, Junifer. Just take a deep breath. Junifer's still pretty wound up about losing that race. Goes to show she's taking things seriously, at least. It's not skill that's holding her back. It's her car. She's a great driver in her own right. But there's not a lot to really be done when it comes to her car. Graham! Her Kabul's no slouch, but it's still being left in the dust despite all the work she's put into it. At that point, all you can really do is get a new ride. Or maybe, we might not need to give it up just yet. It's just not paying attention to her at all. I got my baby back. Oh, leave it to Bradley to work his magic. It's like she never left my side. It's also like the dirt never left my side. Jeez, he could have at least cleaned her up a bit. She's filthy. Man, that made me sound like a total jerk. I'll give my baby a good wash. Downy weirds me out a bit. Don't know why. I don't want to hang out with him. Oh. My baby came back to me, my sweet, sweet baby. You're a sight for sore eyes. I'll give you a big smooch and never let you go. Okay. I get that I fixed their cars and everything, but they don't gotta make such a big deal about it. Hey now, don't make a scene in front of the shop. And be careful out on the road.
What'll it be?
Yes. Alright, so... get the person... I was gonna say the person outside the church, but they are inside it, upstairs. It's just the perspective caused the problem. Calvard's Revolution Festival is fast approaching, now only a month away. We'll need to start preparations on our end in concordance with Edith Grand Cathedral and the other chapels. It's a very special day to all the citizens of our country. The Central Eastern Temples will be joining the prayer services offered. Feel free to participate if you're so inclined. If I'm inclined, we shall see. We've got Sunday school today. Did you both finish your homework? Yep, I got the worksheet right here with me. Nope, I didn't even bring my worksheet. That's not something you should be proud of, Earl. You wanna copy mine? Yeah! I hope Earl's mum doesn't get mad at her again. Oh. You're funny, Lolo. You can come to me whenever you need to. I don't know if we're gonna get along, but we gotta try. I did my homework, but Earl didn't. I'm letting her copy mine. Wonder if that's okay for her to do that. Does she ever study? Yeah, you want to be careful. She needs to learn things. And if she's gonna copy, she's gonna learn how to copy, and that's it. Hope Earl's mom doesn't get mad at her again. Wait, why am I worrying about that? Because you're a good friend? Well then, better start preparing for today's lesson. Oh, that was it? Okay. Right, so I think this will be a good place to finish up this part. In the next part, we'll go see about that 4SPG. Indeed. We'll see you over there in the next part. Ta-da for now.